Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain became a farmer, working the soil, while Abel became a shepherd, caring for flocks of sheep. One day Cain brought some of his crops as an offering to the Lord, and Abel brought the best parts of the firstborn lambs from his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel's offering, but he did not accept Cain's offering. This made Cain very angry, and his face was downcast. The Lord spoke to Cain.
Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, won't you be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it.
Cain did not listen. Instead, he asked Abel to go with him into the field, and there, Cain attacked Abel and killed him. Later, the Lord asked Cain,
"Where is your brother Abel?"
Cain replied,
"I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?"
Then God said,
"What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth."
Cain said to the Lord,
"My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you have driven me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me."
But the Lord replied,
Not so. If anyone kills Cain, he will suffer vengeance 7 times over.
Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to protect him, so no one who found him would kill him. Cain went away from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain's descendants grew and spread across the land. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve had another son, named Seth, because Eve said,
God has granted me another child in place of Abel, whom Cain killed.
Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to call on the name of the Lord. As people began to multiply across the earth, daughters were born to them. In those days there were giants on the earth, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the mighty warriors of old, known as men of renown. But the Lord saw how great the wickedness of humans had become on the earth, and that every inclination of their hearts was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made humans on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said,
I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them.
But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. God said to Noah,
I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving an opening of 1 cubit high all around. Put a door on the side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it as food for you and for them.
Noah did everything just as God commanded him. The Lord said to Noah,
In 7 days I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made.
Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came on the earth. He and his sons, along with his wife and his sons' wives, entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Pairs of clean and unclean animals, birds, and creatures that move along the ground, male and female, came to Noah and entered the ark as God had commanded. After 7 days, the floodwaters came upon the earth. All the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth, and the waters rose, lifting the ark high above the ground. The waters rose and increased greatly, covering even the highest mountains under the heavens. The waters rose more than 20 feet above the mountains, and every living thing on the earth perished: birds, livestock, wild animals, all creatures that move along the ground, and all of humanity. Everything that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all the animals and livestock that were with him in the ark. So he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters began to recede. The springs of the deep and the floodgates of the heavens were closed, and the rain stopped. Over time, the waters went down steadily, and after 150 days, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. The waters continued to recede, and by the 10th month the tops of the mountains became visible. After 40 more days, Noah opened a window he had made in the ark and sent out a raven. The raven kept flying back and forth until the waters had dried up. Then Noah sent out a dove to see if the waters had receded from the ground. But the dove found no place to rest, so it returned to him in the ark because there was still water over the earth. Noah reached out his hand, took the dove, and brought it back into the ark. He waited 7 more days and sent the dove out again. This time, the dove returned in the evening with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. Noah knew that the waters had receded. He waited another 7 days and sent the dove out again, and this time it did not return. By the first day of the first month of Noah's 601st year, the water had dried up from the earth. Noah removed the covering from the ark and saw that the ground was drying. By the 27th day of the second month, the earth was completely dry. Then God said to Noah,
"Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every living creature with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number."
So Noah came out with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives. All the animals, birds, and creatures that move along the ground came out of the ark, each according to their kinds. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord and took some of the clean animals and birds and offered burnt offerings. The Lord smelled the pleasing aroma and said in his heart,
"Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. And never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done. As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease."
Then God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them,
"Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall on all the animals of the earth and all the birds of the sky, on every creature that moves along the ground and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your hands. Everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. But you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal and from each human. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed, for in the image of God has God made mankind. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number. Multiply on the earth and increase upon it."
Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him,
"I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you and all the wild animals. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind."
The sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These 3 were the ancestors of all the people on earth. Noah, a man of the soil, proceeded to plant a vineyard. When he drank some of its wine, he became drunk and lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it across their shoulders. Then they walked in backward and covered their father's naked body. Their faces were turned away so that they would not see their father naked. When Noah awoke from his wine and found out what his youngest son had done to him, he said,
"Cursed be Canaan, the lowest of slaves will he be to his brothers."
He also said,
"Praise be to the Lord, the God of Shem. May Canaan be the slave of Shem. May God extend Japheth's territory. May Japheth live in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be the slave of Japheth."
After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. Noah lived a total of 950 years, and then he died.